Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and tonight we're talking dads. And not just any dads, we're talking single dads, because we hear about single moms all the time, all the challenges they go through, but what's it like for single dads? I don't know. We're going to find out today. And of course, we had to have some brewskis. So we've got
right.
Lenny Ambrose from St. Arnold's with a very special brew.
That's right. So for our 30th anniversary, we have a barrel-aged Grand Cru. It's a lot of barrels. It's a lot of beer. Carolina, can you do it? Wait, let's see. Ooh, that's right. So a special glass.
Yes.
It's dark, kind of sexy a little bit.
Yes.
I'm gonna pour myself a little too. Cheers.
Oh yeah, cheers to that.
What a nightcap it is.
What a nightcap.
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna talk more brews though coming up next.
Okay, bring it on.
All right, and the fellas on the couch, they already have their drinks. They're drinking something else. I'm gonna find out what it is. But let's talk fatherhood, shall we? Let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, let's talk to these dads about single fatherhood. For the very first time on the pink couch, we've got Jason Hayes.
Yep.
I know you've been bartending, but here to get vulnerable.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
You ready?
We'll see what happens.
All right, I've had him in the hot seat plenty of times. We got KC, 1/4 of the Poor Horseman podcast, back in the building.
Hello, everyone. I am back.
You're back.
Yeah.
All right, and you are not single. Let's get that clear and out the way. You're not single, but you were a single father for a long time.
Yes, 11 years.
11 years. Okay. So, you hear about single moms all the time, but it's rare that the conversation about single dads comes up. Do you think that's unfair?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
We go through a lot.
Are you in agreement there, Casey?
I am. I feel like there's a slippery slope with fathers that's actually in their kids' lives and they're single because, you know, you see them with their kids, you see them part of their lives, and then they already think that somehow something is still going on with the mother. And then it makes dating hell.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. And you think that happens more to men than it does to women?
I don't want to cross that line. I just speak personally on experience. I don't know what it was for yourself.
Jason, is that what it's like for you? Is everybody like, ugh, you're probably still with the mom?
Well, I get it a little bit. I've thought about it. I think a little bit it was like my thought process went through to come to this conclusion, like if he got custody of his child, what did the mother do to lose custody? And do I want to become part of that problem in a big sense? You know, is the mother involved? If she's not involved, what type of drama am I going to get myself into if I become part of this man's life with their child? You know, so I think it does make dating a lot harder for single men with their child.
Okay, let's talk about single parenthood in general, because I feel like you can be a single parent and maybe only see them once a year, right? You're single and you're a parent. You could be somebody who has full custody. You can have somebody split custody or part custody. Do you think they should all be identified as a single parent, or are there levels to this?
If you're single and you're a parent, you're a single parent. Now, there are parents, like you said, that, you know, pick up the child for a weekend and don't see him for another 2 months. Even those relationships are hard to like just go against because that child just may absolutely adore those weekends. So I'm not going to take away from that. But for those parents that actually go the whole route of either trying to get split custody or full custody, there is levels to it. Personally, in my experience, I can't say that I was in a bad experience because I didn't allow it to be. You can be having emotions for your other parent and it goes sour and now you just in a battle. I never allowed that. Like we had our bouts where we was on the outs, it became the outs. From then on, we were friends and we worked as tag team partners. I literally called her my tag team partner up until I met my wife. And then now it's a 6-man tag. I like wrestling, so, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering here.
So I just always put it together like that. But, you know, we always had a good relationship as far as he's centerpiece. But a lot of people don't have that. Right. So that's where all the problems come with being a single parent, because if you don't have that communication with the other parent, you just putting yourself in a hole.
Jason, what's it been like for you? Because I know you have full custody of your daughter, right?
I do have custody of mine. It's been about 2 years now. She's 4 years old. And for me, it has been a little bit harder. It's been like 100% full-time dad mode. It's been very hard to get the mother of my child to be on a consistent basis due to her personal life and everything. It's just been very, very inconsistent. So it's just been pretty much me and Hannah, you know. It's brought upon its own individual burdens, things like childcare and stuff like that. I found it's a lot harder for a man to get childcare involved. Women and things like that, you see them out all the time. Like, where's your kid? Oh, she's with mom, she's with grandparents, she's with this, she's with that. And I'm like, man, I can't get nobody to watch my kid. You know, like I have to either take her with me, or I've found a place that'll actually watch her 24 hours a day, that a private school that watches my daughter when I have work or things that I absolutely have to do,
Right.
you know. And
It's interesting to hear it from you, because I feel like that's a common theme that you hear from single moms about a dad who doesn't show up, dad who can't trust that he's gonna keep the kid all weekend or is even gonna get him on Thursday. So it's crazy to see that single dads also go, because you don't hear about it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no advocacy for single dads.
yeah, it's really hard. Even in the realm of help for their children, like it's so much harder for me to find help for my child. Even in the name of some of the programs out there, WIC, Women, Infant, Children, there's nothing really geared towards men to actually take care of their child. Wow. You know, you actually have to dig and dig and dig to really find something that actually helps men try to find the help they need to help take care of their children that are actually involved in doing this help. I'm doing it. I'm taking care of my daughter. She doesn't need for anything, but there's moments where it's like, Jesus.
Can I get some help?
It's rough, you know?
Gosh. Okay, well, we got a lot more talking to do, so you stay right there. We're going to continue our conversation with single dads coming up next. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking with dads about single fatherhood. We've got Jason and Casey here who've been sharing a lot, getting quite vulnerable. And Jason, holy, as a single father dealing with full custody, it's a full-time job. It's basically what you hear from single moms. I want to know what it's like for you in the dating field. If you said earlier, your life is literally work and Hannah.
Yes.
Is there time to find love?
There is, if you make time. For me and Hannah and things like that, I set a hard boundary. If you show me a red flag, I'm out. I don't have time to deal with it, to put up with it. Like I am getting a little bit older. Hannah's young. She needs my attention, and if you're not going to give me and my daughter the respect, the attention that we both need, I'm out. Like
You're
I just don't deal with it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of women out there that have a lot of red flags, that they want to play games, they want to like say they're going to do something,
And
not
then they
do
don't
it. So like,
and at what point would you introduce somebody to your daughter? Like, do you have a time limit on that?
I tell them right off the bat that I'm a full-time single dad, and if that's something that they're going to have to deal with, handle, which brings me to a very interesting point. If I can't take Hannah somewhere to be watched, a lot of times I'm like, yo, you can come to the house and chill. I can cook, different things like that.
And you can cook.
I can
Just
cook.
FYI, Jason could cook.
I can cook, which brings a little interesting dynamic. If women invite men over, they're like, boom, they're there, right? But when guys do it, it's like, what's your motive here, dude?
Right.
Like, what's your motive? I'm like, nah, I've got my daughter here at the house. There's no motive, but
They don't trust it.
they don't trust it. It's harder.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder.
Well,
you
you
know,
can blame society for that.
it's
lot
true.
For me, that's a lot because of the men
It's
that
true.
messed
It's
it
true.
up before. I apologize for all the idiots that put you in that position.
All right,
does,
well,
it does.
Casey, you are successfully married now, but
Yeah.
dating before you met Bee Sting, what was it like for you?
Well, I was in a relationship about a good 3-4 years, and it worked very well because we got along, but our sons were close in age. So it was just kind of like we were just starting family life. And then when it didn't work out, we're still friends to this day. Before even then, trying to go on dates, it was kind of the same thing. Like when I had him, at the time I was living in Oklahoma where he stayed with his mom. When I had him, we split him during the week, trying to get somebody to watch him on my days. If I asked her, it would have been hell. And rightfully so, because she wants to do her thing. It would have been inconsiderate of me. The difference between myself and Jason, he has a little girl, I have a little boy. The little girl's more delicate. My little boy, he had uncles. So like one of my best friends, we was roommates because we would play college basketball together. I'd be like, hey man, I got a date. He sleep. Can you watch him for a little couple minutes, couple hours or so, go out, come back. I wasn't gone. So I can imagine on behalf of Jason that it's even harder just entrusting people to like have the responsibility of your child. And so, and then myself, I was also still young and dumb as a college student. So I wasn't careless, but I was still like, hey, if you can watch him while he sleep, I can go. And then, you know, go out, do my thing, and then come back. But yeah, the whole dating dynamic, even when I moved out here, it was a lot. Then that's when the Tinders and Bumbles and all that stuff came across. And
Oh no, I want to talk about it because I feel like on the interwebs, you see a dad taking care of his kid. You find that a little bit more attractive. All right, we're gonna dive into that and see how they deal with it coming up next. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've got Jason and KC here talking about their time as single fathers. All right, I feel like single dads, especially when you see them on social media or even on the street taking care of their kids and being so present with them, that is like a chick magnet. Like women are like, oh my God, you're such a good dad. I'm gonna drop my panties now. That's what you hear about. Is that, or was that your experience?
I mean, it does add a little dynamic to it, you know, like when you've got your child out in public and almost sometimes like having a little cute puppy, like the chicks, they do flock around you, you know, especially when you're being a good parent, you know, the girls notice that. Hasn't really worked out so much in my favor. I still attract the crazies. You know,
we got to get you away from the toxic guys.
But you know, when women see you being responsible with a child, it is a definite bonus. They see you handling your business, and they're like, "Yo, that might be someone that I could partner up with."
Casey, was that how you got?
yeah, pretty much.
Beast thing?
That's exactly how it happened. But for the most part, women can see if it's genuine or not. Like if you not consistent with it, like it's popping up every 2-3 weeks, it's probably when you seen your child. So then they kind of pick up on it, and all that glimmer that they once had just goes down like, oh, he just posted the child whenever he sees them. But consistency and authentic, like when you're authentic with it, it's just, like you said, almost a panty dropper.
All right, we got Lenny behind the bar. You got something to say, boo-boo?
So I am married, happily married, with 2 kids. And every day I think about the logistics. I'm an active co-parent with her. Think about the logistics of our day and where everybody has to be when and all that. I know you're married and have kids and the whole thing too. And I think about, oh man, this was a really tough day. And as I'm listening to this conversation here, I can't even imagine the added layer that they have to go through of them doing it by themselves.
Yeah.
Because, you know, sports practices or school or meals, battling back and forth on meals every single day. And at least my wife and I can tag team that, and they're just doing it themselves. So all I wanted to say is, you know, tip of the cap cheers, whatever you want to say to them for doing it by themselves.
Hell yeah. I would always say like, holy shit, single moms are amazing, but obviously single dads are amazing too, especially, and because there are some deadbeat moms out there, they're deadbeat dads, but everybody has a struggle of some sort, and we got to bring awareness to it.
Absolutely.
So, for the single dad watching here, or the single mom who's co-parenting with a single dad, any advice to them? Any thing you'd like them to know?
I would say whether you're a single parent or striving to become one, being consistent in the long run is key.
Even piggyback off Jason with consistency, kind of being consistent of being outside of your ego. If you can communicate with your co-parent and have that relationship where you know the child is the center point and y'all can get outside of yourselves and how y'all feel or once felt for one another, despite whatever the co-parent may be doing, even yourself, that will benefit the child. Yeah. So that's the biggest advice I have for any single father coming up. Think outside of yourself, think for the child. It'll benefit all parties.
All right, be consistent and be there for your kid. All right, cheers to you.
Cheers, guys.
Dads, keep being kick-ass dads. All right, coming up next, I'm heading behind the bar because St. Arnold just celebrated their 30th anniversary. I got to talk a little bit more about this, which is apparently 16+% proof or something. Oh my God. Pray for me. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've moved from the couch to the bar because we've got Lenny Ambrose here, who's the CMO of St. Arnold, and you're here to do what, baby?
Back that glass up!
Man, that's actually the loudest I've heard it here. We got the fellas back here. Okay, and because we got the fellas here, we're doing beer.
That's right. I mean, we can do everything, really.
All right.
Caroline. We do everything at St. Arnold. Yeah, that's
Apparently
right.
we got to go there.
We
then.
do it all. That's right.
Yeah.
You should go there, absolutely.
And y'all just had a huge celebration this past weekend.
30th anniversary. Where were you in 1994? That's what was happening when
All I
St.
know
Arnold
is
was
the
was
World
starting.
Cup was in the USA.
Okay,
and,
yeah, that's right.
Colombia scored an own goal.
Is that true? Do you?
Yes, it's such sad times. It's okay.
Did you
I shouldn't bring
research
that.
this?
No,
Oh my God.
I'm Colombian, and it was a very sad time for all of us. It's okay. I'm gonna drink my sodas. You watched it?
I watched OJ in the Bronco.
Oh,
I was in
watched
LA
that.
when that happened, yeah.
in school.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that is also when St. Arnold opened.
Right, yeah, back
Okay,
to that.
let's back
June
to
9,
that.
1994 was the 30th, and it was the start of St. Arnold, so it's our 30th anniversary. And we are drinking the 30th anniversary Grand Cru. Cheers.
Cheers. I've been
Cheers
enjoying
to that.
I just drank some. It's really
Cheers
good.
to
it. You
that.
like it?
So it is definitely more wine-like because it is an imperial stout, like a big-ass imperial stout, huge imperial stout, aged in 3 different barrels.
Okay, you said that, but then I
Yeah.
started to I'm curious. What
Yeah.
kind of barrels are we talking here?
So a Madeira barrel, a port barrel, and then a Portuguese liqueur called Tokai, which I had never even heard of until our barrel masters did it. So it ages for a long time in that, and then after it's done there, they move it to a bourbon barrel
Okay.
to age, and then that's how it finishes in the bourbon
Are
barrel.
you getting a ride home?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I am too. Okay, I love it. Okay, so this is to celebrate, but you
Yeah.
guys obviously you guys have all the staples.
Yeah, of course. Art Car IPA, Summer Pills. We make cider now, strawberry kiwi cider.
Hold on, why didn't we crack one of them open?
Well, I mean, you know.
Let's crack
Actually
one
have
of
this
them
on
open. I
tap
want
on my
to try.
job.
Do you really?
Yep.
Okay. At Pistoleros, right?
Pistoleros.
All right, I'm just gonna do this and put
I
it on
love it.
ice. So, strawberry kiwi cider is a little sweet, but a little tart.
And I know KC over here ordered that Kentucky Mule, which I don't even know what a Kentucky Mule is. What is
Kentucky
that?
Mule. So that's what this is, and that's what he was drinking on the couch.
That
we make
one?
our own ginger beer at St. Arnold.
Oh.
And when we were developing the ginger beer, we tasted a lot of bad ginger beer to get to a really good ginger beer. So
Okay.
I think ours is really good. And it's a Kentucky Mule because you add bourbon from Kentucky. If you do a Moscow Mule, it's vodka, usually. Yeah.
from Moscow.
I mean, I guess
potentially, maybe.
probably not. This is from Edo.
And how's that ginger beer? Because that's what you're drinking, right, Jason?
It's really good.
That was definitely
really
in the
good.
taste test. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we really like that one, actually.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know nothing about
Me
ginger
neither.
beers. You know, I
Not
know that
either,
I'm
but
drinking
legit.
something good right now.
And then I'm
All
going
right.
back and forth with this.
I mean,
and,
I'm double fisted too. Listen, all right, cheers to all the dads out there. If you're a single dad, keep showing up for them kids, okay? Show up and be consistent. They gonna know. And co-parent wisely. Okay. We'll see you guys next time.
Missed out on the Nightcap? Well, head on over to our YouTube page and catch up with Carolina.
You can watch full episodes anytime you want. And don't forget to share it with your friends, because we gotta keep the conversation flowing.
If you're confident in yourself, who can stop you?
Ding dong, titties.
We're not looking to hurt the sisters,
Gotcha.
but you know, we can get men pretty big.
Why do I look disgusting?
No!
Also, fellas, the toy is not your enemy, it's your teammate.
Tag it in. Join us weeknights on Fox 26 at 11:30 and anytime on Fox Soul.